We are all aware that whenever there are some impurities in the atmosphere, in the air, at the place where we live, that's going to affect our health. We may get sick, we may fall ill, because our body absorbs those impurities from the air, and that affects our health. It's not so different when it comes to something spiritual. In our spiritual area or in our spiritual life, we are also aware that any of the stresses, any of the tensions in and within us also at times lead us to some sickness or illness. But not just the stresses and tensions. It may not be experimentally proved in a laboratory. But if there are any impurities in our thoughts, words, actions, they too affect us. And impurities of pain, hurt, bitterness, all those impurities which distorts our very purity of that soul. Each one of us was created to be perfect, created to be like God, created to be pure. So any of those impurities in us, when attack us, our health may take a toll. You see in today's gospel, some men bring a friend to Jesus, and because there is no place to take him closer to Jesus, they open the roof and lower him down. And seeing the faith of these people who brought him, Jesus says to this person, "Friend, your sins are forgiven you." He did not ask for anything. He was being brought by someone else. It was their faith. It was like their intercession, their initiative to take this person to Jesus. And Jesus doesn't say, "You are made well, go in peace. You are all right now, get up and go." His first words are, "Friend, your sins are forgiven you." There is a close connection between our impurities and the best of health. There is close connection between all these impurities and becoming like God, becoming pure in our life. Let this incident open our eyes, open our minds. This sentence which surprises so many leaders was still true. Jesus says it's not so easy to say, "Take up your mat and walk." It could be quite easy to say, "Your sins are forgiven you." Anyone could say it even if the sins are not forgiven. But to challenge these people around him, Jesus says, first, "Friend, your sins are forgiven you." And secondly, "I say to you, stand up, take up your bed, and go to your home." Everyone was amazed at this scene. Someone walking right away. Do you intend to have that purity of life? Do you intend to have the best of life? Do you intend to restore your divine nature? Purify yourself. Clean yourself. Take off all those hurts, bitterness. Take off all those ill thoughts. Take off all that disturbs you, all that distracts and distorts your original image given to you. And it cannot be done one time. We need to constantly purify. We need to constantly attempt. We need to constantly seek God's grace or God's life, the divine life in us, so that all this evil, all this impure, all that doesn't fit ourselves, our bodies, our souls, may be taken away. Let us ask God to help us. Let us ask God to heal us. Let us ask God to make us aware, to get rid of all these unnecessary things.